My guess is that you just watching this video, you know that you have to niche down in order to increase your revenue, to get clearer in your communication, in your messaging, but also attract more quality leads to you. You know this, but you have a hard time figure out how to actually do this process of niching down. And I get it. It's difficult, and there's so many ways of communicating it and to teach it, and people saying so many different things. But I'm here to teach you how I'm teaching my clients how to niche down. But first, before we head into the process, I want to just talk shortly about two reasons why you should also niche down. The first is the return of investment. People are having less money to spend. It's all so fucking expensive now these days. So if you cannot clearly communicate what the return of investment is going to be for the people who invest in you, you will have a hard time getting people to enroll into your program. That's just how it is. I work in the corporate industry. I see this a lot. When there is a down market, the companies are only investing in the bare minimum, what's absolutely necessary to move this company forward. And the same mindset also goes to like everybody now, due to the fact that everything is so costs so much to live, right? So if I'm going to give you $5,000 and I can't see how I am getting a return of investment on those $5,000, I'm not spending those money on you. No. So niching down will help you to get clear of what your audience or what your prospect can expect. What is the return of investment going to be for you, my friend, who's going to invest in me? That's the first thing. The second thing is, what do you want to be known for? Just think about how many impressions a person on a daily basis is exposed to. It's so many expressions. People are watching so much content, and you can't be that naive to think that your content is special. If you can't clearly communicate what you do and how you help people, what you're known for, people are not going to watch your content. That's just how it is. People are watching so much content, and if you just like here speaking nothing, you speak but you don't say anything, then people are not going to watch your content. You will have 0 eyeballs on your content. So make it easy for people to know what you do. I want people to understand that I am teaching people high ticket. That's what I do. That's what I help people with. I'm like the high ticket woman, right? So what do you want to be known for? Make it easy for people to refer you to other people. But people won't refer you to other people if they don't know what you do. Because you're here teaching everybody about everything. What do you want people to know you for? That's where the niche is coming in. Pick a niche down, so you will have one problem that you solve for one type of person. I think in 2023
Det oppstod et problem med forespørselen
yeah.
din.
Gå bort.
Okay.
Yeah. Every time. In 2023, it's going to be, niching down is going to be an absolute necessity from a return of investment point of view, but also if you want to compete in this world of content creation, because people are creating content as crazy. So find a way to compete. If you're just here talking the same things, talking about the same things as everybody else, don't expect people to invest in you. Okay. So how do I teach niching down? I teach niching down through the STP method. It stands for segmentation, targeting, and positioning. So I have my notes. So what I see people do is they have the solution ready because they're so passionate about the program that they're going to teach people about. And this, as long as I have a solution and I have an offer and I talk about the offer, people are going to buy. So they have a program, an offer, and they had this vague description of a segment group. Women. I have women. And even worse, motivated women. Okay, so for this video, let's use 2 examples so it gets easier for you to understand how you should think when you are niching down. So what I see a lot of, the niche that I see a lot of in the industry is I help business owners grow their business so they can get more time to live their life. But if you think about it, what does that mean? I hear what you say, but what does it mean? So let's break it down so perhaps you could understand why this sentence makes 0 sense to me. So, a segment group is a group that experience the same type of behaviors, problems, or challenges. And a segment group is measurable, meaning that you can go into any statistical website for your country and you can look the segment group up the statistics. So that's why I say motivated women is even worse, because yes, women is a segment group, a bad description of a segment group because it's not specific, but motivated women is not a segment group. You can't go on any statistical website for the United States and look up how many motivated women are there in the United States in 2023. Because I was motivated yesterday, but today I'm so hungover, so I'm not motivated to do anything. So does that mean that your program can I still enroll into your program even though I'm not motivated today, but hopefully I get motivated again next week? It's not measurable. It is not measurable. So you need to pick a segment group that you can find any statistics around. So a segment group can be, you can segment based on location. So you can pick Paris, New York, Dallas, London, whatever, a location. That's one way of finding your segment group. You can pick a segment based on, it can be type of business, so based on revenue. Let's say that you help businesses between the revenue of $10 million to $50 million. You can find a segment group based on business model, so you can perhaps help SaaS businesses, software as a service, product-based businesses, or you can segment by industry. So let's say you help companies in the fitness industry, the software industry, the beauty industry. You can help people within that business. So let's say you can help HR managers, production managers. So you see that I help business owners grow their business is so vague, because everything that I have now listed might have different kind of problems, which leads us to the targeting. Okay, what kind of segment group are you focusing on? Because each segment group can experience a different kind of problem, right? That's the targeting. You are targeting one specific problem for that specific segment group. So if you are targeting companies within 10 to 50 million in revenue, they have a completely different set of problems than company who is having a revenue between 100 million to 500 million, but they are all businesses. So an example can also be in industry, like software companies have other problems than the fitness industry. An example can be that software companies have a hard time finding and attracting and recruiting software developers, because software developers, they're like this everybody's competing everybody's competing for software developers, right? There's not enough software developers out there. And to be more specific, smaller software companies have a harder time attracting software developers because all the big software companies are attracting the software developers. So you can see how specific you can be. Every segment group has a specific problem that is unique for that segment group, for that industry, for that company, based on revenue, based on the industry they are in. You understand? So figure out your segment group, and you say that you help them grow your business. That's a problem that you help them with. Okay, what does that mean? You can grow your business in so many ways. Again, are you helping them attract personnel so they can meet the demand that is coming in? That's one way of helping businesses grow, to attract personnel to meet the demand. Are you increasing the top line revenue? Meaning that, are you helping them to attract more leads to the business so they have more revenue in? Or are you focusing on the bottom line revenue, helping them to increase their profits? Are you helping them to increase the overall valuation of the company? So that's 4 different type of problems. Okay, so what kind of problem are you solving for that segment group? A fitness industry can have a hard time gaining profits because they have so many expenses due to leasing equipment or owning equipment, facilities, whatever. So they have a hard time perhaps reaching profits to gain profits, but they can get leads in, top line revenue, but they can't get bottom line revenue. So when you say, I help business owners grow their business, what kind of business? What kind of problem? Top line, bottom line, recruitment? Are they wanting to sell the business, so they need to have a high valuation of the company? Be specific. So you can see how this niche is not specific at all. So and then it leads us to the positioning, where this is your unique way of fixing that problem. And people basically have this all figured out. They have the solution, right? But they have not yet figured out the problem and the segment group. So this positioning is your unique way of fixing that problem for that specific segment group. Pick one problem, pick one segment group, and find a solution for that type of segment group. That is your positioning. That's how you can differentiate in the market, but figure out your unique way of fixing that problem. So let's use another example. So this is like one thing I see a lot: the business owners grow the business. Another way, like mindset niche that I see a lot of is I help women gain confidence and manifest their dreams so they can find their passion and live a fulfilling life. It's beautiful. But okay, let's break it down. So I help women gain confidence. Why do they not have confidence? Is it because of a diagnosis, ADHD? They have been misunderstood their whole life. Nobody have understood ADHD and why they behave in a specific way, so that's why they have low confidence. Are they in a domestic abusive relationship? They have a narcissistic partner that's always giving them a hard time, telling them how bad they are, and giving them a hard time. Or do they have an eating disorder? They have struggled with an eating disorder their whole life, and that's why they have low confidence. And what should they manifest? A person with the ADHD diagnosis can manifest a good structure so they can, in their everyday life, so they can have more organized and structured life. A person who is in a domestic relationship with a narcissistic partner could manifest to get out of this relationship. So that's what the result they are hoping for. Or a person with an eating disorder, they want to live a diet-free life and adapting a healthy lifestyle. So do you see how I help a woman gain confidence and manifesting their dreams so they can live a fulfilling life? How many different kind of persons and segment group with different kind of problems that niche attracts. So you need to figure out, why do they lack confidence, and what do they wish to manifest? What is the result that they want? Because a person with the ADHD have a different reason to why they do not have confidence than a person with an eating disorder. So are you telling me that you can help both segment groups? I don't think so. It's just my opinion. So that's how you get specific. Pick a segment group. What kind of problem do that segment group have? And like, for instance, also a person with the ADHD diagnosis can have different kind of problems. Low self-confidence is just one problem that is correlated with that diagnosis. You can help people with ADHD with an ADHD diagnosis with so many different type of problems. So what kind of problem are you solving for that specific segment group? A person with an eating disorder can also have different kind of problems. So what kind of problems are you helping with that segment group? So regardless if you are like business orientated or if you are mindset, whatever, pick your segment group and what kind of problem that segment group have, and create a solution that is designed to help that segment group with that type of problem, overcome that problem, and to reach their final destination, the result they want to, right? Segmentation, targeting, positioning. Segment group has to be measurable, okay? Pick a segment group and find one problem that segment group have and create one solution, your unique way of doing it. I hope this was valuable and that you found it helpful. And if you want to learn more about how to close your first high ticket client, subscribe to my channel, and I see you in the next one. Peace out.